All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's time for Off the Top Sportscast. I'm John, and that is Roy, and we are here with another edition. Before we get started, please go ahead, hit the little like button, hit the little subscribe button. It means so much to us. Go ahead and drop a comment after we're done. Tell us what we got wrong. Tell us what you loved. Tell us how you hated Roy's glasses. Anything, we like to hear it. Roy, our discussion for today is going to be what?
We're going into create the perfect baseball player, another Frankenstein at its best. So these are the attributes that we're going to be looking at for an outfielder, creating the ultimate specimen when it comes to outfielders. 1, speed. 2, power in the bat. 3, power in the arm. 4, size.
Mm-hmm.
5, we're talking about the eye, being able to see the ball. And lastly is personality.
Absolutely. I like that last one, man, because to me, baseball has some of the greatest personalities and they really show it out there. And they always kind of look like they're having fun out there. So who's going to get us started today?
You can get us started. Let's go with speed. Who would you want when you talk about speed?
I'm glad you came to me on this question, Roy, because I'm an expert being as fast as I am, very nimble, cat-like even. I think speed is only one guy and one guy only that you're going to say for speed.
Yes.
And I think that guy is Ricky Henderson.
Ricky Henderson. You can't beat that speed, man. You can't beat that speed.
And there's a couple of guys we could have said. I mean, this past year, Robert Acuna Jr. was, lightning on the bases. Dion was always fast, when he played. Bo Jackson. But I think Ricky is a standalone when it comes to speed.
Standalone. Give me one.
All right, Roy. I'm going to go hitting power.
Hitting power. Man, there's a lot of good options here. A lot of good options. But I'm going with a man that sometimes amazes me with the power because it's kind of an awkward swing. And just John Carlos.
Really? Yeah.
I'm going with him, Stanton. I think he has such an awkward swing. Sometimes it's all arms, all upper body, that he just cranks it out. So I'm like, if you have maybe better mechanics, which you don't want to mess with this, I think the ball wouldn't leave the atmosphere.
That's a really good point. He doesn't really have a pronounced leg kick, so he's not coming forward and shifting his body. He kind of starts from way back here, looking over his shoulder. That's a really good one. I mean, there was a lot of people you could say with power over the time. You could have said Mark McGwire, wouldn't have been wrong. You know what I mean? But I like that one. I like Giancarlo Stanton.
Arm, power in the arm. You need an outfielder. You need to be able to wing it.
So I'm going to say one of the guys that would amaze me all the time, and it was really impressive how he could throw a guy out, was Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, that's my guy.
You guys out there who never seen this guy play, there's a lot of highlights that you can go and look at, but just concentrate on Bo running at a dead sprint to left. He's playing center field. He's running to left, catches the ball, stops, and fires to first, and beats a guy who was running to second and just came back to first. He beats that guy out. It's really impressive. His arm, there was a lot of impressive things about Bo, but his arm was definitely one of the stars. So I said Bo.
Bo, I agree. I like Judge's arm. There's some good arms, but Bo, man, that was a cannon.
Yeah.
Cannon. So we got Bo
Yeah.
Jackson. Let me write that. All right, give me one.
I'm gonna go with size.
Size. There's only one.
Yeah.
There's only one. Aaron Judge.
Yeah. He's the outlier. He could have been the answer to a couple of these questions. But there's nobody who can rob a home run like him. And it doesn't even really look like he's trying too hard. There was some guys that would climb the fence, back in the day when there was a fence and stick their hand over. But when he ran through that gate this past season, which is how he got hurt, running through that gate that he busted open, it was ridiculous to see how he did it,
Well, you think about it. When you see a guy that size, are you think he's playing out a center field?
No, I think he's playing DH
all the time. First base, DH.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe left field. Never center field.
That's right. And I think it's really his size has inspired a lot of guys to play positions that they wouldn't have been playing. Because now we've got, De La Cruz out there and actually Cruz also from Cruz and De La Cruz, one from Cincinnati and shortstop for the Pirates. These guys are 6'7", 6'8", and you're like, you guys are not supposed to be playing where you're playing, So it's really impressive. All right, Roy, which ones are you giving to me?
Let's go
we've
with
got eye and we've got personality left.
I want to hear what you have to say for personality.
Okay, so personality, I love these guys. I love to see their personalities. They're out there having fun. There've been so many guys with great personalities. And I could go a couple of different ways with personality because you got the business-like personality, which would be more the Derek Jeter type of guy. You know what I mean? I'm going to go with the fun-loving personality. And a guy I love, I love to see him play right now, and it's just because he's so stinking happy out there, is Robert Acuna Jr. He's always having fun. He's always smiling. He's always joking and messing around out there. And he goes in there and he handles his business when he has to, and he's big in the moments. So I don't think there's anybody having more fun out there playing baseball right now, or maybe any sport, than Robert Acuna Jr.
I think it's a good choice. When I think of a good teammate, good personality, a captain, kind of, I think of a Yankee Rizzo. A guy that you want to play with. You want to play with.
Yeah. I kind of thought too, Ken Griffey Jr., he was fun loving out there. Good. And if you're talking captain and a guy you wanted to play with, I've never heard anybody say a bad word about Ichiro. Ichiro was just an ultimate gentleman out there. And so, I mean, there was a lot of different ways to go, but I guess maybe just because he's in my head because of how he played last season and has been playing, that's why I went Acuna.
Nice.
So now, Roy, you got the eye, the batting eye. Plays well, fields well, always in the right place.
Really, I think of the $1 Million Man. The one who signed the biggest contract right now in baseball. To have an eye to pitch, to have an eye to hit, the way he hits and pitch, Which pitcher hits better than him? Babe Ruth?
No.
So
Yeah.
I go with Ohtani. That's the eye. That's the eye of the tiger. They should play that song when he comes out. The eye of the tiger.
That's an interesting one. That's not who I thought you were going to say.
Really?
Not even when you said $1 Million Man. Because the first $1 million contract, the MLB,
Was Trout.
was a guy.
Trout, you say, or Alex?
No. First $1 million contract per year was the guy who I was thinking. That was Reggie Jackson.
No, I wasn't thinking of him.
So I was like, oh, wow, he's going Reggie Jackson. That's interesting. Ohtani. I don't disagree with you. I mean, he's got a great eye. He doesn't strike out a lot. He goes yard. He hits for power. He hits for average. And he can throw the ball. That's a good one. So just to be clear, our guy is as big as Aaron Judge and as fast as Ricky Henderson. He has the power of Giancarlo Stanton with the throwing power of Bo Jackson, the eye of Shohei Ohtani, and the fun-loving attitude of Robert Acuna Jr. This is our first $1 billion player, right?
$1 billion player. You took the words right out of my mouth. This would be the first $1 billion player.
He's in every stinking commercial. He's in every shoe company. Oh my goodness gracious. That's a heck of a player. That's a scary individual,
I would say this would be the first $1 billion player that may make it in two sports. Because if he's that big, that fast, you know what I mean? This guy could be nasty in football.
First, I wonder, here's a good question for you. I know a lot of times you do this at the end. Has there ever been somebody to win the batting crown, the home run crown, and the gold glove in the outfield?
I don't think there's ever been, but I was trying to think, what could have Ohtani won a couple awards at the same time in 1 year?
Well, he won the Cy Young and the MVP.
Yeah, but did he also get the batting title that year?
I don't think so. I think he fell short there.
That'd be interesting because that's the only one who I could think to do something like that. But I think we came across I would like to be an agent for this DNA freakazoid because he will
like to be his butler.
Yeah, I think maybe you come up with something different, fans. Maybe you guys come up and you appreciate what we picked. I think we picked a rock solid star when it comes to making our first Frankenstein put together with MLB, a baseball outfielder. Again, if you like it, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. We're looking to hit 25. I think what we should do at 25. Listen, I think we should do this. 25, we get 25, we go live. One live. Listen, if you come live and you catch us, we may even put you on, ask a question off the top. I think we go live at 25. We call it live at 25 off the top.
I like it. And guys, go ahead in the comments and put who you would make as your Frankenstein. We'll put them up against ours any day.
Any day. Any day. Hey, and always remember,
talk to a stranger about sports today.
Thank you very much, everybody. Please subscribe and like.